My name is Lily Rose Melody Depp. I was born May 27th, 1999 in Neuilly, which is outside of Paris. I'm a Gemini, double Scorpio. My eyes are brown. I'm 5'5" and size 7 shoe. And this is my ID. I'm maybe more French in trying not to take things so seriously all the time. I feel like that's kind of a French quality. And then I'm also American in the way that I take things maybe way too seriously sometimes. Both cultures have nourished a lot of who I am and played like an equal part in it. 100% a Parisian girl and 100% like a Valley girl, which are kind of polar opposites, but you know, I'm a Gemini, so. I love reality TV. I really love it, and I love like reality dating shows and stuff. I just don't think that I could be on any of them because I'm like, The Bachelor. No, I'm just like, I'm way too jealous. Like, there's no way. If it's gonna be me, it's gonna be only me. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. And all the other ones are just like, it's too messy for me. I can't do it. I love watching it though, and like, I so respect everyone who goes on it because, you know, you're making my night every time I watch. I feel nostalgic for high school. It was so fun to get to see my friends every single day, all day long, starting at like 8 a.m. It really feels like that is your whole world, is just like school and what's happening there. As much as there's so much about that period of my life that I'm totally happy to leave behind, I think back and I'm like, that was really special. That was a really special time. I miss that. My favorite teacher at our high school was my 7th grade math teacher, Peter Wingert. And I'm really bad at math, and I was always really bad at math in school. Peter and I, we just understood each other, and he made me feel like it was okay that I wasn't good at math.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes, I've been in love. I feel like I've been perpetually in love with someone since my birth. I mean, like, not in love, but always since I was a little girl feeling crushes like really deeply and really like viscerally. And my mom always tells me that when I was like really little, I would be like, you know, constantly fawning over somebody and being like, he's the love of my life. And she'd be like, you are 4, so he's not the love of your life. As an adult, I see love really differently than I did when I was 4, and even really differently than I did like a couple years ago. I feel like my vision of love and being in love, you know, continues to evolve as I grow up, and I think that's a good thing. I love my friends so much. One of my best friends is actually right behind the camera right now, Erin, directing this, which is really cool and special. It feels like very magical the way that we've all grown up in a way that feels very complementary to each other, and I feel like we all still complement each other in the same way now as adults as we did when we were like kids, which feels really rare. And I also think that like it's so nice and important to have people in your life and friends that have seen you go through like every version of yourself and every era of like who you are. I look at all of my best friends that I'm surrounded by and I'm like, they're amazing. I'm really proud of the people that we have grown into. I don't know how strangers perceive me, and it's something that kind of gives me anxiety to think about because, I don't know, I feel like I've always like been a little nervous about like how people may perceive me or how they may already be perceiving me before I get a chance to meet them even. And so I think because of that, I've always, tried to be like really forthcoming and friendly when I meet people. I do get anxious about what people think of me sometimes, but only people that I meet in person because, you know, that's like all that really matters is like what people who really know you think of you.
Your drink of choice in high school was peach vodka and Sprite. What is your drink of choice?
So now my drink of choice is like tequila, you know? Like, I'm an adult. Tequila, ginger ale, maybe. I also love pastis, which is this like French alcohol. It like kind of tastes like licorice. Pastis in the summer with like mint syrup.
So you were in choir in high school. Do you feel like all of those choir performances instruct you to play pop song?
Yeah, I was in choir in high school, and that's kind of the only prep I needed for the Idol. I'm like, no, I only sing to you, Aaron, when we're alone. I can do this.
That's really good.
Isn't that, like, really cool? I can do this.
That's kind of freaky.
On the project that I've been working on this past year, The Idol, which is really near and dear to my heart, I was presented with the opportunity often to challenge myself and push myself outside my comfort zone. And, you know, it was cool to look at certain things and go like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and I'm nervous and stuff like that, and be able to overcome it and be like, I can do it. And yeah, so that was the most beautiful challenge of my year, I think. I did make resolutions for the year. I try to, because I think it's a nice symbolic thing to do, to like make resolutions, even if they're really small. I don't know, I think this year I want to just try and put like less pressure on myself and maybe trust myself a little more and be a little bit nicer to myself. I think we should all do that. I want to be for my loved ones the kind of person that they feel like they can always count on and feel like is always a phone call away, and like no matter what's happening in either of our lives or anybody's life, that like, you know, that we always have that like lifeline there. And I don't know, I just want to be like somebody that they feel chill around. I feel like there's so many situations in life in which, you know, we have to put a lot of effort in and we have to put on like a certain front or version of ourselves, and I really value in my relationships with my loved ones and my best friends that like it just feels like the ultimate comfort, and like nobody has to try at all, and like we don't even really have to talk. Like we can just kind of sit in a room together and it feels really peaceful. So I want to be that for my loved ones. Younger Lily would be really excited right now because I've always wanted to do ID. Like since I started working, I've always wanted to do ID. I've always loved it, and so younger Lily would be really excited, and she'd be like, "You did it, girl!" No. Not bad?
That was good.
What's that noise? Oh, my neck. Yeah, I don't know why. Probably for like all the winking. I'm like, I feel like I should wink with the other eye when I get home a bunch to like make sure that one of them isn't like stronger than the other.